There still is a very strong demand for housing. Why? Why is it that people want to buy a home and it's difficult, so difficult to get an offer accepted right now? Thanks for coming to this channel where you get up to date, to the point information and tips so you can make informed decisions to reach your real estate goals. So we know that the number of properties available is greater now than it ever has been the last 2 years. We know that the rates have increased by more than 2.3 points over the last year. Actually, more than 2 points over the last 5 months. We know that some buyers no longer can afford to buy a property with the rates being so high. We know that's the case. And so why is there such a strong demand still for housing? Why is it still so hard to get an offer accepted? Here's why. Our population grows. So our population over the last century has grown by 0.5 to 2% per year. So every year our population is growing. And so you would think that if the population is growing by 0.5 to 2%, the number of housing units constructed should go up by 0.5 and 2%. And that's not the case. And so we look at the 50 years. Over 50 years, we have an average number of units completed. Instead of the number of units completed increasing a lot, increasing, we see it going up and down. And down farther than ever recently, even though our population is a lot more. So, brief history review. In this red zone here, we had a little bit of risky lending with zero down, interest only, adjustable rate mortgages, state income, state assets. As long as you had good credit, you could qualify to buy property. You could buy and have the seller pay for your closing costs with zero down. And so you can come up with less money out of pocket. And so a lot of people were able to buy a home, could qualify based on the risky lending. And so the prices went up. And so builders built more homes and there were a lot of purchases. However, with the economic downturn, with the banks, too big to fail, and banks became stricter with their financing. You had to have a down payment. Homes dropped in value by 50%. There were lots of foreclosures in the market. Number of homes constructed went down. Builders stopped building because there was no profit margin for them. They couldn't build a property and then make a profit because the properties had been cut in half. So then from there, we had about 14 years of super low home construction compared to the 50-year average. The number of homes constructed in these years was very similar to 50 years ago. And then when the pandemic hit, we had historically low interest rates, 2 and 3%. That increased demand. And so there are all these people, our population's up here, number of units constructed is over here. The rates are super low and the people want to buy a property, and there's not enough properties to buy. That's why there's so much demand. Our population keeps growing, but the number of units constructed doesn't grow at the same rate. That's why there's so much demand. So thanks for watching this video. Please click like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you saw value in that. Feel free to check out the rest of my channel. Let me know what's helpful and not helpful. I'd love to hear your questions. This video was actually an answer to a question. So I'd love to hear your questions. That way I can make more content that accommodates what you want me to make videos about. Thanks for coming. Take care.